What's going on, guys? Today I have the Nomad deck of playing cards to review for you today. So we're going to start off with the box, get into the deck and the feel of it and what I think of it overall. So starting off with the box, as you can see, I've angled it in such a way that you can see the shininess of the box. If I angle myself this way, you can kind of see the detail more, only because there's not so much light on the box. But as soon as I move out, it's kind of harder to see the detail, only because it's so shiny. But really pretty overall. You see all these leafy patterns and keys and keyholes, and very difficult to make out just one thing. But it's a gorgeous back design, and it's also the back design of the cards as mentioned. But really nice. And I'll talk about this more in just a second, but I really do think the box outdoes the whole deck of cards. You actually think you're going to get a back design that's a lot more pretty than what you actually get. Moving on to the back of the box, it looks a little weird. It looks like it should be the front and that should be the back, but it actually opens up this way, so thus making it the back of the box. It says, made in the United States by Theory 11, Nomad. Then it says, established in New York, luxury playing cards. And you get the little Nomad logo right there. Really nice luxury look to it, and another luxurious feature that I really like is a seal, something really different and unique. As you can see, there's the top of the tuck case, and it says made nice, and you can see that. And then the seal wraps around the top and goes down to the back of the box, and it looks really nice, and it looks old and vintage. That's what I really like about it. And they made it to where you can see the detail at the bottom. It looks like it was ripped, so that's pretty cool. It's not just flat. The bottom says produced and distributed by Theory 11, Las Vegas, Nevada. You get a zip code, you get a barcode and the Theory 11 logo. The side, you see luxury playing cards produced by Theory 11, designed by Chad Michael. Again, everything that has to do with the design wraps around the whole box, and it looks really beautiful. Then the other side, you do see luxury playing cards crafted in the United States for the Nomad Hotel, New York City. So that is basically the box in a nutshell. It's a really elegant and nice looking box. So cracking open the tuck case, you also get some artwork on the tab itself. It's really beautiful, and it looks kind of 3D. The crown looks 3D, and you get some, I believe that's Latin, and then some other gold artwork. And this whole box is embossed and debossed, so it feels really nice. Moving along, just like the contraband deck, you get a similar look inside the box here. You get that nice printed Nomad logo going throughout the interior of the tuck case. And then the two side tabs, you get their nice looking gold foil Theory 11 insignias. So with the deck, you get two ad cards, and both these ad cards are advertising the Nomad Hotel and this show called The Magician there, starring Dan White. Okay, and there's the other ad card, and then you see Nomad in this triangle. So here's the actual deck of playing cards. It's got a really nice design overall, and I'll get into that in just a second. One of the design elements is the back design, obviously. Now, the back design is exactly the same as the box back design, except the only differences are that the coloration is a lot different. Now, earlier I mentioned I wanted to touch on this subject, and that is just, it looks a little bland and boring to me. It looks really nice if you look at it, all the detail, but I really don't like how they didn't use any golds. Not a lot of back designs from Theory 11 use gold, and all their boxes use all that gold foil, so I would really like to see that incorporated into the back design, and that would just blow this deck out of the water. Now, it looks really elegant, and it's something that I'd like to perform with, but that's not the point here. The point here is I would have liked to have seen gold incorporated into the deck and make it look appealing, I guess. So another design element that they added is that not one card is the same as the other. And what I mean by that is each card has a different coloration than the other. Okay, so to make myself a little more clear, I will kind of show you some of the cards, and hopefully the camera can pick up the different coloration in the white of the card. It's a little difficult to see, I'm pretty sure. But while I'm doing this, you can kind of see the design of the cards. There's one of the jokers. It's kind of like a Pinocchio kind of thing. Okay, and your spot cards are pretty jumbo. Alright, so not one card is the same. This card is almost all completely white, while this card here has a lot of stains over here. So it looks really cool. So now that you've seen the unique design, I want to go ahead and show you some of the faces here. There's one joker. Let me go ahead and pull out the other, and the ace of spades. The ace, the other joker. So as you can see, the ace of spades is really elegant, and all the other aces are the same as the whole deck. There's nothing special about any other ace except for the spade. Looks really nice and vintage, and I like that. And again, two jokers are identical. I don't think there's any reveals on them. So that is the design of the deck. Moving on to the finish, the stock, and the feel. So the finish on this deck is not so slippery. It's actually a good feel. Your fans come out pretty nice looking. Those thin borders do point out some of the flaws in your fans, but overall, if you can get past that, your fans look pretty good. I like those thin borders. All these decks are now coming out with these thin borders, and they're getting thinner and thinner, so it's kind of cool. I like it because you get a glimpse of the back design, but you can also flip over a card in the middle for like the biddle card trick, and more, you can still hide that in the center. So really, that is everything I had to say about the Nomad deck of playing cards. Did it impress me? No, the box did. Okay, and I don't mean that in a bad way, Theory 11. If you're listening, I mean that in a way of I've seen better, but I really enjoyed the box, so that's going to be a really nice piece to display in my collection. Nonetheless, the cards feel really good in my hands. The design could have been a little better. It looks really vintage, but it could have been a little better in my opinion. Guys, let me know what you think in the comment section below. And I also have a Dan and Dave variety box unboxing and review for you guys to check out. It was posted a couple months back, but I'm gonna have the link in the description if you haven't seen that. If you're interested to see what comes with it, that's a nice video to check out. Some mystery deck unboxings will also be in the link below if you're interested in watching some more of my content. Guys, subscribe if you like my reviews, and I'll see you next time for the next one.